Let's talk. So we can hop straight into it. The jump from mortgage protection to IUL. Now I'm a mortgage. I love mortgage protection personally.
Really?
Can you talk to, I'm an agent and I'm at mortgage protection. I'm looking to get into IUL. What would you say is the biggest mindset shift that an agent has to have when going from dealing with mortgage protection clients to dealing with, IUL clients?
I'd say the biggest switch is don't overcomplicate it because confused people don't buy. I felt the same thing with IUL or with mortgage protection, I should say. Most of the people I spoke to, they didn't even understand what mortgage protection was. And then kind of bridging that gap of it is insurance. A lot of people got turned away. And I honestly, I'll speak on experience. I'm terrible trying to convince them that this was the best route. But with the IUL, I leave it very simple just because you don't want to over explain it to a point where they are confused because confused people don't buy. And that's the main thing that I personally saw. So just trying to make it as simple as possible, make sure that they can understand it. I explain it almost like to a child. And then, of course, make it in a way, leave it in a point where it would be almost not beneficial to your future to not have an IUL in place because there's no downside really. And then, of course, if they do have the proper funds to fund it, I mean, why not?
Right. Do you book appointments or do you do one call closes for the IUL leads?
I'd say if I can get a one call close, that's amazing. But a lot of these people, they are busy, they are working class. So calling during the day, I found is not the most beneficial. Either calling after 3, 4, 5 p.m. when they're off of work on the way home or as early as possible before they're actually heading into work. I see as the best, but it's really following up with these people because you just got to get them on a one good day that they're home, they're off of work. And since you've been following up with them so long, they already trust you enough and they're just ready to move in and get the request sent off.
Yeah, you touched on something, and I want to go back to that. But before I do, are you booking, not booking, are you doing Zoom calls with these clients, or are you doing everything over the phone?
I do everything over the phone. I make sure to send over my license and credentials immediately. That's like the first thing I do before I go in any further. I don't want to get any social objections or any banking rebuttals. I send it over via email. I found like the text message doesn't work as well, and I like to send over like a PDF or some virtual version of my license.
I like that. Okay, that's a gem for everybody that was listening. Not through text messages, through email creates a little bit more credibility. I like that.